come with me to Benin Republic for the first time. Yeah. Even though as at the time of recording this, it has fast become my office at this point because I'm here every other day. Yes, this is a work trip. And the implication is that I couldn't get the chance to explore the country as much as I wanted. What I did for the most part was attend meetings on ending, and that meant that we all slept at midnight every single night till we returned to Lagos. Even that one was at midnight. Crazy. We left Lagos in the early hours of the day, got to the border quite early, say around 10-11-ish a.m. And the number of border agents our driver had to pay, it was beyond me. We changed Naira to Sefa, and that was another shocker. It's just a shame how devalued Naira has become. But anyways, yeah, let's get on with this vlog. So we crossed in to Cotonou, and I just had that jitters of being in a new country, and I was really, really happy to be here, quite frankly. And here's me doing the happy dance. You could tell that I was excited to be here. And you guys, this country is clean. No, I give it to them. The country is clean. Like, at least everywhere that I went to was very, very clean. I don't know if it's something with traveling to a new place. You tend to just compare it to where you're coming from. I don't want to think that is a me thing, but yeah, I appreciate the fact that the roads were very, very clean. But anyway, when I tell you, we immediately went straight to have our meetings. We had over 6 meetings that day before heading to Parakou.
Okay. Your Catholics? Yes, I am too.
Oh wow. Boy, oh boy, my first attraction was this massive artwork that stretches over 1,300 meters long and 10 meters high, making it not only the longest mural art in Africa, but also one of the largest in the world. It is said to have been created by a collective of 27 artists from 13 countries. It showcases Benin's rich history and culture through vibrant depictions of their traditional dances, ceremonies, and their everyday life. It also features portraits of the notable historical figures like King Gezo and Queen Hongbe. If you know me, you know I live for art. Heck, I am a work of art. I don't know if you can hear the excitement in my voice because it's just beautiful how this ushers us to the stunning Amazon statue, also known as Explanade de Amazon. Popularly known as the Woman King statue. Peep that! Can you guys see it? If you watch The Woman King, the movie, you understand everything that this statue stands for. It honors the Dahomey Amazons, an all-female military regiment, that's women warriors, that was known for their bravery and fearlessness in battles. The statue serves as a symbol of feminine strength, historical remembrance, rich cultural heritage, and decolonization of Benin's history. It is 30 meters tall. Best believe the dopamine rush from that movie came again. I was so excited. This was like the highlight of this trip for me, you guys. Super Cotonou. This was after the last meeting. Best believe I'm going to take pictures. I shut down for the day and we started heading to Parakou. 7 hours from Cotonou, you guys. We got to Parakou at past midnight, and by the time we lodged in our hotel, it was already past 1 a.m. I was so tired and exhausted from that long journey, and I just wanted to sleep. Next morning, we needed to eat some proper food because we were just snacking the day before. And you guys, nothing prepared me for this food. Like, I was so nauseated after eating. There was no pepper. Just for later. And then after eating, we needed to find another apartment where we could sleep because we're no longer in the area where we slept the other night. So we needed to find a better place, a bigger place. And then we opted for, we decided to check in some Airbnbs. I'll give it to these people. Like, I love this space. Like, I love what they do to their apartment. I'm very big on minimalism. And I guess that's why I really, really liked this place. Everything was just nice, cute. I just like the way they do their buildings. I mean, their apartments. It was really nice. So this was mid, like we took a break from work and decided to like come and look at some apartments. This apartment was really nice, and no, I'm not going to tell you the one we chose, but this is the first apartment, and we're just going to go on and see the other apartments that we checked, before we were able to make a decision on which to stay the following day. This apartment had 4 rooms. It had a very nice balcony. You guys, let me just allow you look at this sitting room. It was really, really nice. I like how detailed they are. Even their paintings were so clean. Like, not like they pay attention to like little details, and it was really, really nice to see. We took a quick break from apartment hunting, and we just had a lot of work to do, and then that was what we got back to doing. You might be wondering why I'm filming an empty field. Wait for it. This is the runway of the airplane.
When the plane was
when the government, when the airplane wants to land, this is when it wants to come to Parakou, this is where it lands. Apparently, there's no airport in Parakou, but there's an airport in Cotonou. However, you can't get a direct flight from Lagos to Cotonou. You have to go to Togo before you take Benin Republic from Togo. Yeah, just thought to put that out there in case you want to fly instead of taking a ride. Anywho, after that adventure, we had to come and eat again. Quite frankly, I didn't want to eat, but I was very hungry and I could not continue living on snacks. But for some reason, I didn't like this food was just making me very nauseous. I didn't enjoy it at all. Like, there was no pepper in this stew or the sauce or whatever, but I just had to eat it to survive. Like, you guys, it was so hard. And later in the night, we came to these restaurants to have dinner, and quite frankly, I didn't want to risk it again. Like, I didn't want to risk eating any food that was going to make me nauseous, and so I opted for pizza. Yeah, you can never go wrong with pizza. And then I topped it off with an ice cream, and this is what I had left. Throughout this trip, we're always on the move. Something was happening. We're having meetings. It was a lot. One thing that excited me again was being on bike, and the fact that they were still very religious with wearing their helmet. It was really, really exciting, can't even lie. And I really enjoyed the experience. In fact, the police arrest them if they don't have their helmet on. That's one thing. And the fact that they also still use coins. I'm sure you must have seen that somewhere in my video. I lost some clips, but yeah, we'll make do with what we have. This was our last hotel before we finally returned to Lagos. It was quite an experience. Like, I can't even lie. Even though like we didn't go to as much places as we would have wanted. And yes, come to find out that I had to request for pepper if I wanted pepper. Can you believe that? We bought so many fruits, and that was the end of our trip. Thanks for watching.